The following is a Candlepin Stars and Strikes rebroadcast featuring some of our most memorable programs.
WNDS Sports and Tri-State Megabucks present Candlepin Stars and Strikes.
Oh, look at this. Look at this! He got it! Ready for a spin!
Candlepin Stars and Strikes is sponsored in part by Windham, Toyota, Dodge, Nissan. Looks good.
Looks good! That's good to go! It's a
Candlepin Stars and Strikes is produced in conjunction with the New Hampshire Candlepin Bowling Association. And now your hosts, Doug Brown and Dan Murphy.
Hi, everybody, and welcome once again to Park Place Lanes here in Windham, New Hampshire. It is week 2, our first series of the brand new season here on Candlepin Stars and Strikes. Last week, if you missed it, Mark Gregory got the season off to a good start with a .397 to post an opening win, and now he will try and make it back-to-back as he attempts to do what not many guys have done, and that's come up from the first show all the way to the Tournament of Champions.
That's right. He was never really headed last week by Pete Brooks. Couldn't put anything together, so he had an easy time of it, .397, a quiet .397.
Right.
This week, a tough opponent, Tom O'Brien.
All right, let's have a look at both of our two bowlers today. First of all, our number 5 seed, fresh off his win last week over Pete Brooks from Beverly, Massachusetts, Mark Gregory.
Okay, Mark comes in averaging 128, has a high triple of 480, and his roll-off score was 676.
And last week, as we mentioned, that .397 to qualify and advance into this second week of the series, where he will meet our number 3 seed in this particular draw from Natick, Massachusetts, the left-hander Tom O'Brien.
Okay, Tom comes in averaging 121, has a high triple of 498, and his roll-off score 10 pins better than Mark at 686.
All right, lots of money on the line this particular show. Of course, the runner-up will receive a consolation check. The winner moves into the semifinal match next week. We have bonus money on the line from Rockingham Toyota Dodge Nissan. We'll explain that in a moment in case you missed our first show of the new season last week. And we also have $280 in the bonus ball contest at the end of the show. That's a chance for you to win some money as well. So we've got lots to talk about on the next hour or so. We will get our bowling started between Mark Gregory and Tom O'Brien right after these messages. Okay, last week in our first show of the new season, Mark Gregory advanced with a win over Peter Brooks, .397 to .339. So he moves on to this week's show, trying to make it 2 in a row against our number 3 seed, Tom O'Brien. Next week, Jack Quinn will be here, our number 2 seed, for the semifinal match against the winner of this one. And in 2 weeks, Peter Pereira, the number 1 seed, will be here to defend that number 1 spot against the survivor. The winner of that match, of course, moves into our, believe it or not, 7th annual Tri-State Megabucks Tournament of Champions next spring. Mark Gregory to start the match and begin the noise here at Park Place Lanes, and he does so with a 9-drop.
Just the 7-pin. See where that wood settles down. I think he can drive right straight through. He also can get by the 2 front pieces of wood and hit the wood in front of the 7. Let's see what he decides to do.
Right on it.
Yeah, see, when he gets my age, he'd take all of it. He'd all the advantage you could get. Spare in the first. Mark, start right off.
Mark picked up $50 in bonus money a week ago in his win. Oh, another big first ball. This time he leaves the 5 and the 8. And another spare. 2 in a row to start the match.
Right off the bat, he'll have a chance for bonus money next time he comes up. And now a first look, this week anyways, at Tom O'Brien.
Been quite a while, actually, since Tom was here in singles competition back to February of 1992 when he came in and rolled a .403 to beat Brian McKinley, and then in the following week in a series championship match, he lost to Mike Morgan.
It's been so long he's bowling left-handed now.
I'm going to say a lot of people have lost to Mike Morgan here on the Winds of New England.
For sure. Disappointing 5 to start off for Tom O'Brien. Comes right back though with a strike.
You knew it would happen.
He's turning blue though, waiting to say it. Hold my breath. Okay. Chance for bonus money as we replay that strike by Tom O'Brien.
Just off the
Oh,
head pin,
what a
look
break.
at that. Wow.
Big 9 fill, 7 pin for 3 in a row. $25 bonus.
Watch out for the wood, though.
The lead and everything else that goes with it.
Well, let's see.
He's gonna have a clear shot at it.
If that wood ever settles down, you're right. I think it's going to stay out of the way, but all this waiting.
That's what I was gonna say.
makes it
It's
tough.
making him wait. It's like calling a timeout.
3 in a row?
And
Ooh.
maybe the weight had something to do with it. Actually, the ball almost stayed on the lane. Just missed it to the left.
And on the other side.
46 through 3.
Light hit that time. 5, 7, and 9. With wood everywhere.
No, somehow he's got to grab the 5 pin. Try to cut it into the 7. Taking
Yes.
a wood and the 5 pin. Nice shot. 56 through 4 plus the bonus ball, and here you see the replay. Drives the ball straight through, catches enough of the wood to carry the 7. Tom O'Brien now trying to make it 2 strikes in a row. He's working on a strike now. Oh, turned away in a hurry in that one, knew it was to the right.
Tom, along with Don Richmond, are the 1994 Massachusetts State Open Doubles Championship team.
Spare, yes. Great recovery there, and he'll have a chance for bonus money. And it's not going to be an easy $25, that's for sure. The 1, 8, 9 are out of there. Spread eagle plus the 5. And if you have to shoot, I've said this many times, at the spread eagle, it's nice to have the 5 pin in there. Kind of helps you.
Nope.
Not that time.
It looked like Tom might have just slipped on that first ball right at the foul line. I don't know if that affected the shot or not, but it appeared that he lost his footing just a little bit.
Trails by 9, but that'll increase when Mark throws this first ball on his spare. A lot of roll-offs coming up in the next several weeks, so if you're interested in getting into one of the roll-offs, trying to make one of the shows, either the Sunday single show or the skins format, just contact your nearest NHCBA house. Find out when they're having the roll-off. Get into roll-off. There's no entry fee. You just pay for the 5 games, just like practice. If you're one of the top 5, then you'll be told where to go to the finals, and then depending on which format it is, you're in the top 5 for the singles or the top 8 for the skins. We'll be seeing you either Saturday or Sunday.
That was very good. You've been practicing that?
Oh, well, you see what happened to the scoreboard as I'm speaking. Things haven't changed. I can't do 2 things at once. Thank goodness I threw the gum away. We'd really be in trouble.
Oh, big strike for Mark Gregory. Another delayed strike, much as the one Tom O'Brien had earlier.
That was a quick replay. It was a strike, though, believe us. And right, full on the head pin again, and this time he'll have a little more difficult shot in the 2-4-7 and the 3 pin. Here's a situation where you might want to shoot at the 4-7 and have the wood kind of turn around in back of the 2 to clear the 3 and hopefully the 2. That's what he's trying.
Oh, nice try.
Yeah.
Tom from Natick, Mass. Works for Instacare Pharmacy in Marlborough. Also works for a software company in Marlborough, PC's Complete. And Tom also is appearing as a bartender at Boomerang's Bar and Grill in Framingham. Does 3 shows nightly, I believe.
And next week there'll be a 3rd seat here, and he'll. Oh, he finds time in the bowl. 4-7 left for Tom. Oh boy, just picked out just the 4 pin. That close, but no spare to show for it. Tough break there on Tom. Hit the object pin, and it'll be just a 9.
So Mark Gregory with the lead and working on a strike. Kind of a thin hit that time. It looked like it might be better.
Strange reaction to the pins down there that time.
4, 5, and 7, but the wood is moving into pretty good position.
It looks like you'd almost have to catch the 5 in the tip of that wood at the same time to give you a chance in making the 4, 5, 7. See what happens. This will be spare on strike if he makes it. He's a little far. Whoops. A little farther left than he wanted to be, but I'm sure he came closer to making the shot than he thought he was going to.
One of our participating sponsors, that's a 9 box for Mark. One of our participating sponsors here on Candlepin Stars and Strikes. Our good friends at Rockingham Toyota Dodge Nissan on Route 97 Main Street in Salem, New Hampshire. Come to Salem and save. Emmett Horgan and the gang at Rockingham Toyota Dodge Nissan, and of course they are the sponsors all this season of our bonus money for the bowlers here on Stars and Strikes. $25 for 3 marks in a row, $25 additional for every consecutive mark after that, $250 for 3 consecutive strikes. Mark Gregory looking for a spare right here, and he's got it.
Just drives the ball right straight back, uses all the wood, and converts it for the spare.
Mark has had a mark every time he's been up on lane 31 so far. Tom O'Brien crosses over. Can't catch the head pin though. The 1, 4, 7, and 9.
Boy, that close to another one. There's 2 boxes in a row there. It looked like he hit the shot, but nothing to show for it. 10, 76 through 7. 16 pin advantage for Mark Gregory.
Tom back on the head pin that time, but he'll look at the split.
And that split being the 3, 6 on the right, 4, 7 left, no wood. Just going to try to split the 3 and the 6. Now he's on the inside and almost stole it.
Pretty good effort there.
There's the conventional way, and then there's Tom's way. Tom's way almost worked.
$10, 86 through 8. And let's see what happened on that.
Off the wall, carries the 6. 6 nudges the 4 pin, but can't quite get the 7.
Mark Gregory on a spare here.
Chance to pad his lead a little bit, leading by 16 at this point, plus this ball. $6, the diamond, with wood. Yeah, But the wood is way out in front of the 3, 5, 6, and 9 pins.
Would you take a shot maybe at the extreme left-hand tip of the wood?
No, I think that way it would turn away. I think he's got to go straight at it, maybe catch some of the wood, but yeah, that's what he tried to do. He's a little too far left.
Interesting choices there on that shot.
Sure was. Almost was able to get by the wood.
I was going to say he could have gone at it the conventional way, maybe on the other side, but not too much room there.
Of course, if you or I were up there, that would automatic spare. We'd get right by the wood. We'd find a way.
If you or I were up there, all these cameras and lights wouldn't be here.
Would we still make the shot, though?
Now the 2 and the 10.
And the wood turned just slightly. Second piece of wood behind. He's got a shot at making this.
He's 4 for 4 on marks here on lane 31 in this game.
I think he'd want to catch the piece of wood first. No, he's on the 2 pin. He's going to need some help. No. Sure, Mark was a little disappointed in that effort. You want to be a little farther to the left. We have a decent opening game. 126 right now. This will make it 127.
Got it. Tom O'Brien would have to throw a double strike in order to take the lead after one game here. See, Tom's roll-off score 686, and that was only good enough for third. Sometimes that's good enough to win.
That's right. 137.10 for Tom. This piece of wood in front of the 7 pin. Right now he's got to concentrate on the 1 and the 3.
And an 8 box. Tom put those 2 marks together early, but he hasn't quite found his rhythm yet, I don't think.
Mark here will really put it into the manageable type figures, though. He's only down by 23. He could cut it down, but he's going to have to make a terrific spare shot at the diamond 3, 5, 6, and 9, and the 7 pin in the left-hand corner. He's more than likely going to drop another pin or 2 to Mark Gregory, but we got a long ways to go.
That's right. 8 box it is for Tom O'Brien, a 102, and a 25-pin lead for Mark Gregory after 1. 2 games still to go here on Stars and Strikes, and we'll tell you about how you can enter our bonus ball contest after these words. Tom O'Brien to start game 2. And with the big strike, kicking out the 4 pin.
And start he does. As Doug said, watch the 4 pin. 9 pins go quickly, and just nudging the 4 pin for the strike. And one way to get rid of a 25-pin deficit is to throw a couple quick marks, and he almost gets another one off the head pin, but the 1 and the 8 pins, very makeable spare with the wood behind the head pin.
Tom doesn't like it, I don't think.
I take my chances with it. Don't like it at all if he misses the object pin, though.
$10 box.
I think he might have been thinking, should I hit the head pin, or maybe should go way left on the wood. But regardless, it's strike 9, 10, 29 through 2, and now Mark Gregory.
Mark goes a little wide left, but kicks out a couple of extra pins. Interesting leave here, the 1, 5, 9, and 10 with wood.
This is the string last week that Mark kind of had a rough go for a while. Ended up with a 113, but it was a 20 started real slow and had a tough time through the whole game. And fortunate for him, Pete Brooks also had a tough game. So he was never really headed last week.
Well, there it was, but a ball too late for Mark Gregory.
So quickly, the lead is dropped to 16. Benefit of that strike 9 by Tom O'Brien. That's 4-pin to kick out of there. 3, 6, 4, piece of wood in between, and would like to have it roll against the 3 and the 6, but I don't know if he might not play the 4-pin in the wood. Same type of shot though, either trying to split the 3, 6 or he's got it.
Oh yeah, great shot, Mark Gregory.
As soon as he let that ball go from my vantage point, I knew he had that one. That was a great shot. That would have gone even without the wood.
Tom O'Brien is right back on the
boy.
head pin, but look out here.
Bad break.
Oh, the 4 and the 5.
He's got some wood, but the wood seems like it's too deep to carry the 4-pin. However, you might want to cap the wood and take your chances that way. Send the ball over there. He's going down low.
Oh,
he's got enough.
Oh.
Great shot.
Well, I'll tell you what, he deserved a better lead with that first ball that he threw.
Just catches the wood. Actually, the 5-pin fell into the 4. And just the 5 fill. 4 horsemen plus the 10-pin. Trying to make it 2 in a row. He's got a piece of wood behind the head pin, which may help him.
I want to thank all of you who took the time to drop us cards and letters over the summer. We got a tremendous volume of mail over the summer, not only for people getting in early on the bonus ball contest, but also for people writing in and commenting on our skins format that we tried in the spring and of course are now doing on a regular basis on Saturdays at 12 noon here on the Winds of New England. A lot of people wrote in with comments and suggestions. Some of them we've incorporated. You'll notice as the weeks move along that things will change slightly from time to time as we work things into shape. And there's a big strike on spare for Mark Gregory.
In the 1-2 pocket, and there was no doubt about this. As soon as the pin started to fall, they were gone. A quick strike off the ball of Mark Gregory. And again, sets himself up with a possibility of bonus money. 2 in a row.
Oof.
Same type of ball in the 1-2, and this time he leaves himself at 6-9. No wood. Those pins are together in the back, so it's a makeable spare for bonus money.
Oh, got it. 3 in a row. $25 in bonus money from Rockingham Toyota Dodge Nissan for Mark Gregory, and he also has the lead here as we approach the halfway point. We'll be right back. Tom O'Brien, ready to go on lane 32.
And you can't let Mark Gregory stray too far away. It's not the type of bowler you want to be 30 or 40 pins down with a game to go.
Well, Tom looked like he might have a bad split on that ball, but now he's got a spare leave on the 2 and 4.
Oh, no.
Ooh, not what he wanted to do. That was the ball that would have converted it for the spare on the sweep to the left.
64 through 5. Opportunity slips by there on the 2 and the 4.
Boy, we've seen some strange leaves here today. The 1, 8, and 9 with wood. Got it.
Nice spare, the 189 for Tom O'Brien. Spare in the 6th.
Tom made that one, but I think he's still thinking about the other one.
That's right.
Mark Gregory on a spare. He's got 3 in a row working, looking for another $25. And we're going to have that piece of wood in the front checked. I believe it is in play, however. Usually if it's in the light down there, it's in play. Can't quite see the deadwood line from
it's going to be real close.
From our vantage point. It is close, though. Nope.
And
it's out.
Lights are a little brighter this year.
Wow, I guess so. And my eyes are a little better, one or the other. Well, I don't think it would have affected the shot either way, but
4-7, trying to make it 4 in a row for Mark Gregory. Oh,
missed it. So an opportunity lost for Mark.
Yeah, both bowlers, spare opportunities, just sliding by.
.78 half.
Come on. Nice first ball. Get out there.
Halfway through the match, Mark Gregory at 205. Of course, he just missed a 400 last week. Well, let's see how he does on the 1, 2, and 10.
Here you go.
Not enough.
Nice try, Mark. Nice try.
That'll be a $9.
A little thin on the head pin. See, the head pin goes right to the right sidewall instead of giving it the angle going down and getting the 10 pin. Tom O'Brien now, lane 32, working on the spare. Down by 38. Would like to string a few together right now.
Oh, there's 2 in a row. Strike on spare.
Well, sets himself up. Possible bonus money. See the left-hander throwing in the 1-2 pocket.
He's thrown 3 strikes already.
How about 4?
Oh, wow. Not only is it not a spare leave, but the 4 pin moved a little bit to the right. It's just off the spot. So he's got the 4, 6, and 7.
I'd say he's got to play the 6 with the wood and see if you get the wood to move across. He can play the inside of the 4 and have it come off the wall. But
wow. Good effort.
And a 9, so it's 111 through 8.
Mark Gregory's lead is 28 through the completed frames.
Wow, he had the 6-pin move on him a little bit that time, off the spot. 2, 4, 7, 6, 10.
Take 2 of them. Sticks right here. Sticks.
And it's a $7, so Tom O'Brien gains 11 pins in that 7th box. So now all of a sudden the lead is just 17.
Set that ball, pull it back and throw it. That's what you gotta do. Let's go.
Made up 22 pins in 2 boxes. And all of a sudden, Mark can't find the head pin.
1, 3, 7, 8, and 10, and a piece of wood behind the 3.
Oh boy. Bad enough to have that for a leave, but now this to try and pin out.
Well, he's obviously going to be shooting for the 3-pin, and he's going to hope he's going to go one side or the other and have the ball or the 3-pin take a few more for him. But it's going to be another open frame. How about a 10 box? Are you kidding?
Oh, wow.
Hello.
That might be the shot of the day right there, even though it's only a 10.
Hello. Look at that.
The 3, 7, 8, and 10.
Said a couple more. How about all of them?
Tom O'Brien with a strike. That was full a little bit, but he got away with it.
Big break off the head pin, on the head pin flush that time. Looked like he's going to be left with a split of maybe the 7 and the 6, but they both were kicked out of there for the strike.
And now the 5-9 for a spare.
And a big mark it would be. He could make this match just about even, depending on what Mark Gregory does the last two. 5-9 took a look at the wood. He's got to have the 5 pin.
Got it. Good thing Tom fell backwards. Fall over that foul line, it nullifies the shot.
He's got 131 in the 9th, 141 and a ball to come. If he were to throw the strike, he gets the $25 bonus. That's not going to happen, but he's got 8.
Don't give up on it yet. It'll be an 8 fill for a 149. 2-game total, 251 for Tom O'Brien. So a nice bounce back after a 102 opening game.
Now the lead is 18. However, Tom O'Brien's thrown up 38 pins in the final 2 frames.
Which means if Mark were to throw 2 10 boxes, we'd be tied.
Right.
Mark gets 1 extra pin to go, but he's still got the 4 horsemen and the 9 in the back.
And again, as you mentioned, trouble hitting the head pin this game. Trouble, he's 104 through 8. But for his standards, I'm sure. And he's got a tough piece of wood now in front, in between the 1 and the 3. If he splits those 1 and 3, it's going to hurt. No, he's on the head pin. Now, if you notice, the head pin flew up and over the 6 and 10. Well, it's going to be in single figures after this frame.
118 through 9.
Lead now just 8, and he's opposite a spare 8.
Stay up there and we'll worry about it next time. There you go.
Now, that time he kicked out the 4. 3-6 left. Piece of wood that's, you know, he's got a clear shot at the 3-6. He could use the wood. It's what he's trying to do.
Oh, yes. Well, do you think maybe, Dan, that shot arose from the fact that he just wasn't throwing the ball particularly well?
It could be, and but you know, that's one of those shots that if you shoot the pins and miss, okay, but if you shoot the wood and miss, now your confidence level is even dropped a little further. But he just got enough of the wood to carry both the 3 and the 6.
Whatever Mark throws on this bonus ball will be his lead in the match. It's dead even right now. So the lead is 8. A 132 middle game for Mark Gregory, 259 his 2-game total, and there you see it. Mark Gregory leads by 8 with 1 game to go. A good one going here at Stars and Strikes. We'll be back. One game to go here. Mark Gregory in the lead and leading off. Looking for his 2nd win in a row. Again, missing the head pin. Pulls it left. He's got the 1-8. Mark rolled a 132 in that middle game, Dan, but it was a very strange 132. He had a stretch for about 5 boxes in that 2nd game where he just couldn't get anything started. Made a great 10 box on 1 shot.
Yeah, if you can look, I don't say look bad, but if you can look a little disoriented up there and hit 132. I guess you're not in too much trouble, but just what didn't seem like he was real fluid up there. Like he was really struggling with his timing, but he still has the lead by 8.
Back on the head pin that time, but still shooting at a split. 3-4, 6-10. No wood.
Got it. Whoa, just sliding by. Made a shot similar to that earlier. 3-4, 6. Just missed cutting the 3 into the 4 again.
And he went for it another time. Must be feeling pretty confident about those cut shots right now. Well, Tom O'Brien scored 85 in the last 5 boxes of that middle game to cut the lead from 39 down to 8. And now he has a chance to perhaps even take the lead if he were to put up a mark or two here. Talked about all the things that Tom is involved with, and want to mention one more in all seriousness. Tom is working on putting together a Strikeout Cancer charity bowling tournament with all proceeds to go to the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital down in Tennessee. Tom is hoping to put that together for next year sometime, so he's promised to keep us informed for further developments, and we will pass them along to you. A strike for Tom in the second.
Diamond, 2, 4, 5, 8. No wood. Pins don't seem to be jumping off Mark's bowling ball as like they were earlier in the match. That's when it almost seems like he's dropping that ball a little bit. See?
Yep. Not getting the reach.
Yep, and it just takes a little bit off it.
Nine.
27 and still open this third game. No marks. And not an easy one here. The 5, 8, 9, and 10. Piece of wood in front of the 8, 9, and 10. I mean, I should say the 5, 8, and 10. Try to 5, 8, 9, Dan? Okay, we got it. Got them all covered now.
I knew you'd get it if I gave you another chance.
Yeah.
3 for a quarter.
Early in the season, the bowlers aren't real sharp, neither are the announcers.
Oh, my.
Nice try there, though.
That wasn't the pin you would figure to be standing.
No, wouldn't. What? And a 10. I knocked down a spare, but it's a 10. Tom O'Brien working on a strike.
With a chance to take the lead.
Absolutely. Down by 7. Anything over that on the fill will give him the lead.
Diamond. Tom, to this point, has 4 spares and 5 strikes. He does have the lead by 1 now.
And it stays at 1, matching the 9 box in the third, and opposite just the 10 box now by Mark Gregory.
Been a long climb back. This is the first time in the match that Tom has had the lead. He was down by as many as 39. So
the wood turned nicely for him on the 3 and the 10. Just got to drive it right straight back. Shouldn't be a problem.
And there it is, spare up in the fourth. So Tom O'Brien has come from way back and now is in the lead. And we have 6 boxes remaining in this match on Stars and Strikes. We'll be back in a minute. Well, we're running just a tiny bit behind, so we had the bowlers continue during the break, and it's been marks all around. Mark Gregory with a strike and then a very, very solid spare conversion. The 189 with no wood. And Tom O'Brien fired 2 consecutive spares and picked up $25 in bonus money. So now we pick it up. Tom O'Brien leading in the match by 8. 4 boxes to go, and this has turned into a dandy. And Mark let that one drop away, and it's just a 3 fill on the spare.
Needs this for the not only the bonus money, but also to keep his streak alive and have a shot at this match. Just trailing by just 8 pins.
Great effort. Not quite, though, on the 7 pin.
As you saw, Tom O'Brien did pick up some bonus money in his 3 marks in a row.
His first bonus money of the day. 10 for Mark. He's at 80 through 7 now.
And the all-important 8th frame. Set yourself up for the 9th 10. Also give your opponent something to think about. Really needs a mark right here. Full on the head pin. It's going to be the spread eagle.
Made this last week. Did he make it again? 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row, Mark Gregory has made the spread eagle for a spare, and he gets a low 5 from Tom O'Brien. How about that? Boy, and talk about making a big spare when he really needed it, too.
Now Tom will try to keep his streak alive of 3 marks. Right in the pocket. Big 9 drop.
That increases the lead to 14, plus he's opposite an open frame here. Looking for another $25 in bonus money if he converts this one.
Always have to be careful. That wood is way out in front of the 10 pin. Well, actually, it's rolling back towards the 10 pin now.
Got it, 4 in a row. Another $25 in bonus money from Rockingham, Toyota, Dodge, Nissan. Oh, will he have another spare leave? Well, not exactly.
Sure, that's a spare lead. Not an easy one, but...
He's increased the lead to 22, but he is opposite a mark here in the 8th. Let's see. No. Quick reminder that when you come to Park Place Lanes, whether it's to watch a taping here on Candlepin, Stars and Strikes, or to do your own bowling here in Windham, New Hampshire, be sure and stop in and see our friend Rodney Cronin and the fine staff at the Willow Tree Restaurant. The Willow Tree North. Fine food, all during the morning, afternoon, and evening. It's where the crew eats. We hope you'll try it when you're here at Park Place Lanes. All right, final 2 boxes. Mark Gregory needs to make something happen now. He's working on a spare.
Finds himself down by 21 minus this ball. Oh boy, badly to the left.
Oh boy.
So, after making such a great spare in the spread eagle, now he probably just have to convert this.
Even if he did convert it, he just losing so much on count, it would have been kind of tough. And now just a 6 box.
Have to throw a double strike now.
Still there.
Missing right this time.
And that should just about do it.
That, in fact, does do it. Tom O'Brien has come from 39 pins down to win this match. Mark Gregory with a 366. Tom O'Brien is our winner. He'll finish it out. We'll tell you the final score when we return here on Stars and Strikes. Don't go away. We shall come back. There's the final count. 387 for Tom O'Brien, 366 for Mark Gregory, who's standing right here with me. A check for $175, and you picked up some extra bonus money, $25 this week as well, but didn't have the shots this week when you really needed them.
That was awful. I last string and a half, I totally lost what I was doing. Lost my rhythm, lost the head pin, and made a couple shots down the end, but Tommy bowled well, and I'll be back.
Well, on the other hand, not too many people can say that they made the spread eagle for spare 2 weeks in a row on television, so you can always remember that at least.
That's true.
Congratulations.
Three times since I've been on, so.
Congratulations are definitely in order for that. Congratulations, Mark. Come back and see us again. All right, Tom O'Brien now, lane 31 for the bonus ball contest, $280 on the line. And, of course, brand new bowling balls for both the bowler and the home viewer if Tom is able to make a match here. Uh-oh. Let's see. It's going to have to be a 4, Dan.
A 4?
It's not a match, and the card is from Concord, and the guess was 6. Come on over, Tom. So it'll be $290 next week. And unfortunately, we don't have too much time to chat, which I know really disappoints you. Come on right in here so we can get you on camera, though. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And, boy, you kind of got it cranked up there after falling behind.
Tell you, I just want to say one quick thing. Mark Gregory is one of the toughest bowlers around. You don't give him that kind of a lead and expect to come back on it. I was very fortunate enough to get my game back in the second and third, but he got robbed a lot today.
We're looking forward to next week. You and Jack Quinn will be here.
Okay.
We'll talk to you then. All right. Thanks, Tom. All right. Coming from 39 pins down against anybody, not very easy, but against Mark Gregory, as Tom said, certainly a terrific effort.
That's such a great game. You just never give up. You never know.
All right. Next week, we'll be back. Semifinal week. It'll be Tom O'Brien against Jack Quinn. Don't forget, Skins on Saturday at noon. Until then, for Dan Murphy and the whole crew, I'm Doug Brown. Have a good week, everybody.